So, Arikado,
Good evening,
what are
my...
we doing tonight?
The same thing we do every night, JKR. Try to conquer the world! They're Ari and the bomb. Yes, Ari and the bomb. One is a... Well, not a genius. The other's a bomb. Oh no, I'm not good at improvising lyrics. Anyways, good evening, my darling batlings. Trying out a different voice profile tonight. As you can probably tell. I think I just heard a vibration. Was that coming from your end?
Yeah, that was my text alerts for something being delivered.
Okay. So anyway,
Go pick up just yet. I'll wait a few minutes.
Okay. Anywho's it's this week happens to be my birthday week. My birthday's on Friday, to be specific. And during my birthday weeks on Twitch, I like to stream games that I have some sort of nostalgia for. Holy shit, this voice filter sounds great. Thank you. It's like a really specific voice profile that I found based on like the Brazilian Portuguese voice for Lucoa from Dragon Maid. So yeah. Again, I'm only using these voice filters until I can improve my ability to alter my voice for when I'm on the more feminine sides of the gender fluidity spectrum. And I found some resources for helping with that. Now, if only I can get over my, initial anxiety to be like, hey, can I have some help, please? And, actually take that step to actually working towards it.
Right. I got faith in you, Ari. I have faith in you.
Thank you. Anyway, for tonight's nostalgic game, we're doing one that has a lot of personal meaning to me, which is .hack GU. This is a single story split into 3 volumes that were released 1 year after the other, as was the style of .hack at the time, back when they made .hack games. Like, the main character of .hack GU is one that I connected with a lot, to the point where I got my own, in the past before I became a VTuber, username from him, Haseo. And, I also I met some friends and forged some good friendships through .hack GU. If you watch my streams a lot, you probably know Kier. One of the first actions he took upon us becoming friends was helping me track down physical copies of all 3 volumes.
Oh, nice.
Rather than playing off of those physical copies, because one of them is currently with Burrit because he got it autographed for me, I'm going to be playing off of the HD Remastered Collection, which is my recommended way of playing. Not only due to availability, but also due to some quality of life improvements and the inclusion of an all-new 4th volume. But yes, that's enough nostalgic reminiscing. Let's switch over here to do more nostalgic reminiscing.
You can never have enough. You can never have too much nostalgic reminiscing. That's what I always say.
And for the record, on my birthday, I'll be streaming a game that I have a dangerous amount of nostalgia for, which is Ape Escape.
Oh no. Oh, jeez.
But yes, let's get launched into here.
Prepare my forces for launch! No, not lunch! Launch!
That's still one of my favorite gags from the pilot movie for Buzz Lightyear of Star Command.
Surprisingly enough, that wasn't from the pilot movie. That was actually from the episode where they introduced Nos 4A2.
Oh, I guess sworn those from the pilot movie because I never saw that episode.
Yeah, no, it's the only reason I know it's the episode that featured Nos 4A2 is because I played the video game that was associated.
Oh yeah, that is in the video game. That's where I know it from.
Yeah. That's where I first saw it, except it just didn't have like the music playing in the background. It was like
yeah, it didn't have the background music, and they redubbed some of the voices due to not being able to get some of the celebrity voice actors.
Yeah.
Like Emperor Zurg has a different voice in the video game they does in the show.
Does he? I could have sworn it was. Well, yeah, I mean, it probably is like the. That's weird because it does sound like Wayne Knight.
It's an impersonator of Wayne Knight.
Just a really good one then, because I did not notice.
Yeah, they got That's what Disney would do at the time, and still does to this day, is they get impersonators when they can't get the original voices.
Nice.
Like, probably the most famous case of this is, whenever they need to do Toy Story tie-in stuff and they can't get Tom Hanks, they get his brother, Jim Hanks.
Yeah.
Who you might also know as the voice of Jeffrey the Giraffe from Toys R Us.
That was him.
If I remember correctly, yes.
Nice. Toys R Us. Shame it had to go the way it did, but they.
Well, they're kinda back, but in a limited capacity.
Yeah.
Anyways, the central premise of the Dot Hack franchise is that it takes place inside of an MMO. And before you get any Sword Art Online inklings about this came out over a decade before Sword Art Online and is better in every way. And it pisses me off that when this remastered collection came out, you saw a lot of user reviews saying that this was a ripoff of Sword Art Online.
Bullshit. These people have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
You're right, they don't. And Bandai Namco, the rights owners for it, aren't helping because they also own the video game rights to Sword Art Online, and they seem to treat Sword Art like Dot Hack is like, oh, we don't need it anymore because we have Sword Art Online.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing, except one of them has a lot more gratuitous sexual assault scenes.
Yep. And with that being said, I'll be right
and
back.
incest.
Go grab the mail. Oh, jeez.
Hello, Yuri Lowenthal, my arch nemesis. And also, hello, Steve motherfucking Bloom.
The girl with the green hair is cute.
You're gonna hear Steve Bloom a lot in this series. Hey, Lulu, glad you could show up.
The girl's cute. I give the outfit 10 out of 10. It's cute.
Yeah, this Dot Hack GU has a lot of cool outfit and weapon designs in it, because the MMO that takes place inside of has like a steampunk theme to it. Steampunk fantasy. Loving my new voice? Thank you.
And I'll BRB. I'm gonna go check for the mail.
Okay. Yeah, the tutorials at the beginning, admittedly, are pretty long-winded. And they have a tutorial segment at the beginning of each chapter, like each of the 3 chapters of the game. Because, theoretically, you could have started from, like, chapter 2 or chapter 3, even though it's really not recommended. God, I wish I had some pizza. I should have picked that up while I went grocery shopping today. Also, a thing to understand when you're approaching .hack as a newbie is that it's a multimedia franchise. And especially for .hack GU, portions of it are told through a tie-in anime series called .hack Roots that thankfully is easily available on streaming nowadays, as well as DVD. Like, basically, there's a time skip after this intro section and the proper beginning of the game that is covered through the .hack Roots anime series. And yeah, the MMO is called Boyoig, which, nowadays that wouldn't be a good name for an MMO. But in 2004, 2005, when this came out, it sounded all... Well, actually, technically, the original .hack quadrilogy would be the one that originated the name. This is supposed to be like version 2, sort of like the Final Fantasy VII A Realm Reborn of the world, where they scrapped the original and rebuilt it from scratch to make it better. Beware the gift is all Nico Belmont's idea, I'm afraid. As a nerdy ferret commonly says on stream, I'm terrified and aroused. I call it scare-roused.
Eureka Pakash.
Nice. Also, Kazuntai.
I got 2 Pakashes.
Nice. So while you were gone, I was just explaining a couple, things to understand about the .hack multimedia franchise going into it, especially how it applies to GU. GU is the second... GU is the second series of .hack.
Okay.
The original has not been re-released.
Oh, jeez.
But you can easily emulate the original 4 games.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I keep talking over you.
No, I'm sorry, I keep talking over you. But yeah, I was saying that I did hear a lot of what you were saying because I still had my headphones attached to me. I just didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, so I heard most of it until I had to actually step outside. I was starting to get out of range of the computer.
So this is one of the big, sort of signature mechanics of the entire .hack series, is you can generate different fields and dungeons to explore by combining different keywords. They're not randomly generated, but they are generated depending on the combinations of 3 keywords that you use. So combining the same 3 keywords will always lead to the same result. And it encourages experimentation with different keywords to help with doing quests or level grinding or all sorts of stuff. Everybody got that?
Sorry, I was reading something from my bank.
So you just tuned out of everything I said about, like, how you can create your own fields and dungeons by combining keywords?
Okay, that's awesome. I'm sorry. This has to do with that whole business with me disputing the theater last month.
Okay. You say last month, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Still, it was last month.
If you want to get technical, it was last year.
Yeah, you're totally correct. The best kind of correct. But yeah, the dispute has ended in my favor, so...
Good. Oh, and Lulu says she's almost done with her Emberlyn from Hello the Boss cosplay. Just waiting on the hoodie and needs to make her cat stockings. I know that nerdy Furret is going to want to see that.
Oh, yep. Poor guy is good. He is not okay for Emberlyn.
Yeah, since this is in the perspective of playing an MMO, when you're not in the MMO, you're on your desktop and you do stuff like reading email, you're checking forums, looking at the news. A lot of stuff that not only adds world building, but also leads you through side quests and secret areas, if you know where to look. There's also an entire, side game that's like an online card battling game. Not really online, but playing against other players in this universe.
Yeah. The one thing I do not care for on that in that girl's outfit is the hat. The hat just looks kind of too big.
Well, a lot of the outfits look like this in general.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
All right.
Oh,
so our mission is that we have to the basic mission of most fields is to get to the beast statue, which is where you get your primary loot for the area. But
okay.
To get to the beast statue in this kind of field, we need to collect 3 symbol fragments to unlock the temple that's inside. It's not always like this, but this is one of the more common ones.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing that I like about the .hack series, that makes it feel more like you're playing an actual MMO, is that you can form a parody of whatever characters you're friends with, but they can't always join your party because sometimes they're offline or they're busy doing something else.
Okay.
But we'll get to that when we get to that. Also, if you watch .hack Roots, you'll probably recognize a lot of Ocean voice actors in there, because while the goons were dubbed by a Los Angeles-based cast, which is why you hear people like Steve Blum, Yuri Lowenthal, those kind of people. You even hear Stephanie Sheh in a few parts. The anime was dubbed by Ocean.
Okay.
Okay, so use that to teleport back to the town if you want to leave.
Hmm.
Like I said, these opening tutorials are pretty drawn out. But, in general, like Volume 1, which is what we're playing first because it's the opening of the story, has the slowest pace beginning. Heavy Metal Chocobo, thank you for following. I love your name. For both Heavy Metal and Chocobos.
Yep.
Alright, so we can surprise attack enemies if you manage to sneak up on them. For the record, if you want to try and play this game for yourself, it's available on basically every platform, including the most recent platform it was added to was Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
But it's also on PS4, it's on PC. I think it's on Xbox, but I'm not sure. Because Xbox tends to get screwed over when it comes to ports of Japanese games.
Fair.
I don't think it is. Okay, so it's not on Xbox. Good to know before I give false hope to Xbox players. Alright, we got our first symbol fragment. Just need 2 more. Alright, we gotta be sneaky. We gotta be quick.
Hey, go jump over that candlestick.
I said sneaky, not nimble. Also, my name's not Jack.
I didn't call you Jack.
Yeah, but that's how the saying goes.
I'm well aware. I'm just saying I didn't call you Jack. I just said, hey, go jump over that candlestick.
Well, I don't see a candlestick. I'm not allowed to have candles here. They're a fire hazard.
And whose fault is that?
The people that manage the apartment complex.
Oh.
See, I threw off your joke. As I am wont to do. Okay, Rengeki is a really important thing to try and master. Basically, first, you stun an enemy by hitting them with melee attacks enough times until you see that aura around them. Then, use one of your skills and does extra damage. And it increases your morale meter. If your morale meter is at max, then you can do different kinds of trigger attacks that are basically like finishers. The morale gauge not only fills through doing Rengeki, but it's the quickest way to fill it. It also increases by your party just being in sync with each other. All right, there's our last symbol fragment. Also, if you aren't aware, or like, if you've known me for a while, you know I really like characters that dual wield weapons, especially dual wielding blades. And it's dot hack that you have to thank for that, because no matter what dot hack game you're playing, your main character's default weapon is twin blades, and they're always a rogue class. Except the specific class that Haseo plays is called an adept rogue, where once they reach a certain level threshold, they can complete a special event quest and upgrade to their next level and gain mastery of a new weapon type. In universe, adept rogues are like a jack of all trades, master of none, where yes, they can learn different weapon disciplines, but there's a max to what they can learn, and they don't gain the benefits of being solely focused on one type of combat.
Okay.
All right, there's the beast statue. There's a lot, there's like in-game lore for like the world of the MMO, which is called the World. Like it's got its own like creation myths and gods and races and stuff. Like they just said, the beast statue is the god of law, Fuset.
Okay.
All right, we got some new armor.
Nice.
And the loot is randomly generated, but it's always a rare drop. You still like these guys?
Well, I like the girl. Damn.
Yeah, the weapon designs are amazing in Dot Hack GU. So why is there no sound? Oh, because I forgot to turn, thank you for pointing that out. I had the sound turned off the whole time. That was my fault. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. I always forget to turn that back on when it's, the console audio. Wouldn't be one of my streams without, technical difficulties.
Right.
So not just a giant sword, a giant chainsaw sword.
Nice.
And yeah, one of the things in the World Revision 2, which is the version of the MMO in .hack GU, is that they have a massive infestation of player killers, or PKs as they're known. Where it's players that actively seek out noobs in order to kill them. And just, you know, spoil their fun.
Yeah.
So I tell Bandai Namco to bring back IMOQ. Yes, please, please, because those games are so hard to get a hold of legally. As like anything past Volume 1 is worth over $100. Like, IMOQ, for those that aren't up on .hack, IMOQ is the original quadrilogy of like the first .hack storyline: Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine. And Infection is the most common, so it's worth the least. And as you get further in the series, they start going up in price because they haven't been re-released and they know that they're in high demand.
Damn.
Welcome to the world.
Hello, Jameson Price. Jameson Price, I'm trying to remember more roles that he's played. I believe he played Scar on Full Metal Alchemist. Quarantine is pretty pricey. Yeah, Quarantine is the most expensive of them. Easily goes for over 200. 8 months later, so this is after the .hack Roots anime series.
Ouch.
Please help me!
What an idiot.
Oh boy. Haseo ain't happy. Oh yeah, we got Johnny Young Boss in the cast as well. We've got, I forget her name, but you'll recognize her a lot from Ed, Edd n Eddy. We got Steve Bloom. He's credited as Stephen J. Bloom here, as he was in video games a lot at the time. Erin Fitzgerald, that's her name. You would know her as Kevin, Naz, and May from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Okay.
And yes, the legendary Yuri Lowenthal, my arch nemesis, says Haseo. I got a friend. Oh yeah, and Darren Norris is in this game too. I forgot about that. How could I forget Pyros the Third? Crispin Freeman, Kerry Walgren, Wendy Lee, because Wendy Lee is in everything. Yep, we're doing .hack tonight, here. DC Douglas, get Dave Wittenberg, yeah. Tons of now high-profile voice actors.
You know, I actually, I almost...
Mary Elizabeth McGuinn? Sorry.
No worries. I almost met, DC Douglas at a convention back in 2014, but I passed him up because at the time I didn't know who he was.
He's Wesker, my dude.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, but at the time, this was like 2014, before I even knew you.
That the rumor about you killing 100 PKers wasn't a lie after all. Hey, come on.
This is also before I even knew I wanted to go into acting.
Here, let me apologize. So just take it easy, calm down, and die!
Just take it easy, calm down, and die!
By the way, this is my favorite design that Haseo has. He gets, this is his third form.
What did you say?
He's a legendary PK, shrouded in blue fire. They say players that get killed by him never come back to the game.
Huh? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you actually believe
So, like,
crap.
stuff that's glossed over in-game that you don't get the full context of without watching .hack Roots is, there is a polka called Triage that Haseo is after, because Haseo's, sort of not girlfriend, got PK'd by Tri-Edge, and anyone who gets PK'd by Tri-Edge mysteriously falls into a coma in real life.
Oh, jeez.
And he's called Tri-Edge because his appearance is marked by well, first of all, he's shrouded in blue flames, and second of all, he leaves behind a triangle-shaped mark on the scenery, which is something you're not supposed to be able to do. You're not supposed to be able to damage the environment.
So it's you, the character that stinks of death. The terror of death. You're the PKK, Haseo.
PKKs are basically people that hunt player killers. It's a kind of clunky name because when you like say the full name, it's player killer killer.
Yeah.
This guy is Sakaki. You will learn to hate Sakaki. Sakaki is a prick. He's the biggest prick in this series.
And I'm afraid I cannot overlook your actions.
Did you say Moontree? What's that? The name of a guild? Sorry, Sakaki, but I've already got enough friends. Thanks.
Do you always interrupt people like that? You know, Sakaki wasn't finished talking to you yet.
Yeah, I remember Haseo in Project Cross Zone 2 would bring up Tri-Edge at every opportunity. Yeah.
Atuli, do you know this person?
No?
Okay, so Shion is the name of Haseo's maybe not girlfriend that was comatized by Tri-Edge, and Atuli shares a similar character model to her, just with a different color scheme.
You just...
Ah.
A text message. Delta Hidden Forbidden Waterfall. Waiting at RK Keln. But who sent it?
You'll notice a lot of German in the world. So, like, additional context that, you miss out on by not watching Thought Hack Roots, which you totally should.
Acting like a complete fool. Remember, what you...
Haseo, Shion, Ovon, and a few other characters that you'll come across later in the trilogy, were, part of a guild called, I believe it's called the Twilight Brigade, or something like that. Basically, they were searching for, like, a mythical, thing in the world that people debate the existence of. But the guild fell apart after, Ovon disappeared, and then Shion got PK'd by, Tri-Edge.
Here, how many times do I have to tell you? I'm not stealing your pants. I don't know what you're talking about.
Or maybe I should call you the Terror of Death. You've gotten quite strong. A lot stronger than you were back then.
Well, I was forced to become stronger, thanks to you. You, where have you been?
Haseo, always the reliable one. I knew I could count on you.
When the Twilight Brigade broke up, why didn't you come then? What have you been doing the last 6 months?
I was busy. It was such a small seed. I needed to find out what was growing inside. And there was only one way to find out. That's why I decided to raise it.
You raised it? What are you talking about, Ovan?
I'm speaking figuratively.
It's a meme, you dick.
Disappeared. We all just... Why did you disappear like that? After that, Shino...
Sorry, not Shion, Shino. It's been a while since I played this.
Haseo, do you want to know about Tri-Edge?
Wait, you know Tri-Edge?
6 months now, and Shino hasn't come back to the world since Tri-Edge killed her. Meanwhile, the real-life...
Nah, Oban is just an ass. Now, keep in mind, most of the people in my audience haven't played this, so we're trying to stay as spoiler-free as we can. I know how it plays out, but they don't.
Yes, but that's all that I know.
But yes, Oban is an ass.
You might learn something about Shino's code. You may also learn more about what really happened that day. And if you were somehow able to defeat Tri-Edge,
Then maybe Shino would come out of the coma.
if my information is correct, he will be back today at the scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime? You mean...
Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. The place where Shino was killed.
the whole Grand's Cathedral? Yes, finally.
By the way, if any of you play VR chat, you'll be happy to hear that people have recreated this area and the whole Grand's Cathedral in VR chat,
We're the only ones.
and it's
Nice.
beautiful.
We're the only ones. Ovan?
I'll meet you at the Holy Ground. There are some things I must do. He will be
God, I want to cosplay this
at the
version of Haseo so bad, but that armor would be a bitch and a half to make, and I would probably have to commission it, and that would be super expensive. Just given how intricate it is. Like, I couldn't get away with using foam for that. It would have to be, like, Pepakura or 3D printed or something.
Start on me.
If you do Haseo, I'll do Pyrrhus the Third, but from the OG Dot Hack game. Oh, so the original Pyrrhus, then.
They say there used to be a statue of a girl here.
A girl?
Yeah, the first form would be easier, TBH. First, second, basically any of them except for the third form would be easier. But the third form is just so damn cool looking.
Maybe she just lost her interest. Lost hope for this world.
Whenever you hear that piano key, it means something fucky's about to happen. Not just in this game, throughout the whole franchise. Also, you see that triangle-shaped mark I was talking about?
Yep.
And the blue flames? It's, I'll have to look at what key it is. I don't think it's G. Also, this scene hits different if you played the original quadrilogy IMOQ, because this character model is the guy you played as in those original 4 games.
You bastard!
People just don't know how good the score from this game is. Agreed! Looked it up, it's an F minor key. Okay. I also also blame this game for making me fascinated with characters using scythes as weapons. Because third form Haseo gets access to scythes. Yes, this, character model you see here is like a zombified version of Kite from the original games.
Oh boy.
Right down to having the same voice actress, Mona Marshall. That you might know as Izzy from Digimon. Or
Oh, nice.
Musashi from Brave Fencer Musashi. Or Kyle's mom from South Park.
Or Paitsa, the demon lord of water from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Okay. Or you might know her as Zatch Bell if you're of a certain demographic. Or if you're from an even more niche demographic, you'll know her as Monkey Pink from Ape Escape 3. This fight was so hyped back in 2006. Yes, it was. So yeah, he didn't kill Haseo. You'll see what he did.
Haseo. Deleted.
No, he's not been deleted. They take a bit to explain it, but, our boy Kite there just, used what's called data drain, which is an ability you had, as the player character in the original 4 games, which allows you to, drain the data of an enemy and, reduce them to level 1.
Oh boy.
I was fighting Tri-Edge.
It's a move that he's not supposed to have. It's not an ability that players are supposed to have. It's basically a hacking tool that was bestowed upon him.
Damn it, I can't remember. Huh? I don't remember doing that.
So now we're on the computer desktop, and yes, you can change the wallpaper and the music.
Reformatted?
Nice.
What's going on? What about my emails?
It surpasses system parameters? Yes. Yes, it does. Because even the system admins don't know what the hell it is. The way Kite says, data drain in Project Cross Zone 2 lives in my head rent-free. I can understand why. I haven't played the Cross Zone games, but data drain's just such a cool move. So let's check our mail. Oh, it's all gone.
What the hell?
Oh shit.
I would
You've
never
done mail.
do these.
I did more.
They're all gone? Even the emails I got from Shino. Everything's been reformatted.
So many theories were crafted back in the day, I won't say any because it'll be spoilers. I can imagine. I didn't play these games as they came out, because, I was a kid and I could only, afford to get so many games on a regular basis. But, I was aware of the Dot Hack franchise as it was coming out, and I thought it was just such a cool idea. Oh, new mail from Ovan. There are 2 paths before you. One of these will lead to safety and shame. It is a path where you give up the worry to never log in again. The other path leads to peril and pride. It is a path where you continue the world and resume your search for the truth. Let me be blunt. The latter path is tortuous and will threaten both your mind and body. Once you have chosen it, there will be no turning back. If you still choose to walk this path, Then there will come a time when you and I will meet once again in the world. When the time comes, I will once again say this to you. Welcome to the world.
Trial and truth. Whether or not I should quit the world? You should know better, Ovan. I'm gonna go back to the world, and then I'm gonna get Shino back, no matter what.
That's right, Kier has, it was that, Blu-ray of, that Japan-only Blu-ray of Dot Hack Worried and, Versus, where, like, it was a PS3 game that came with a movie, or was it a movie that came with a PS3 game? They were both on the same disc. But it was only released in Japan because Bandai stopped localizing, Dot Hack stuff after, GU for a while. We never got the PSP game that was like the third installment of Dot Hack called Dot Hack Link. But there's a fan translation for it, thankfully. Yeah, we also never got that, Dot Hack Quantum. Let's see what's on the community forums, because usually you can find some cool stuff on there. See, existence of the PK system. Show all. I'm going to talk a bit about PKs. The PK system was around since the days of Fragment. Oh, so Dot Hack Fragment is, canon as well. Dot Hack Fragment was sort of like an MMO, that was on the PS2, and was only released in Japan. Very limited MMO, but, it was like the only online Dot Hack game. And, I believe servers were shut down a long time ago, obviously, but there are fan servers for it, if I remember correctly. As is commonly the case with MMOs. Or at least console MMOs. Let's see. And until it was abolished in the middle days of the World Revision 1, it was a system that made the world really unique. When the PKs were abolished, the players held protests at each of the root towns, and fan sites demanded that the PKs be brought back. Now for the World Division 2, the PK system has been brought back and has pros and cons, but the players were generally welcomed it when it first started. But lately there have been a growing number of people who call for it to be abolished again. In the outside world too, people are talking a lot about whether it's morally correct to have a game where people kill each other. So considering all these things, I have a question. Does the world really need PKs? Please give me your detailed answers. Thank you.
That's no good.
Agreed. See, the only thing that, I find, like, while I think it's cool that they have in-game forums and, like, in-game threads from different users and, like, you can, like, see the same users in different forums and, see, like, running gags and even stuff building with them over time. Right here we got, an area word combination that we can visit. Yeah, you see these same users from the forums in the game world, too. So they're not just, like, random names attached to the forums, they have actual player characters. But, as I was going to say before I sidetracked myself, the only thing that's unrealistic about these community forums is that you don't see a whole bunch of people just, like, flaming and trolling each other, like, someone posting, like, oh, I discovered this cool thing, here's how you do it, and then someone replies with, fake and gay. Yeah, there's the butt rice joke, that's a recurring thing. It's not butt rice, it's rice. Oh, speaking of butt rice, there he is. There he is in the thread. Butt rice. He insists it's pronounced rice. But, it looks like butt rice. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do as much of, like, the side content as I can instead of just breezing through the story, because if you just do the story content, the game's pretty short. Oh yeah, you can also go on, the art forum and, find in-universe fan art of different characters and get those as wallpapers. Yes, butt rice and rice are a pun on omoto rice, which is a Japanese dish that has rice in it. It's basically like a rice omelet. Crimson Versus, yeah, that's real fun. It's the, in-universe card game that you don't get to, play for a while, but it's like a fun side thing to do, especially since it mostly plays itself. Yeah, the whole 3 games plus the Volume 4 was added in last recode. Should last like maybe 80 hours. Yes, it should. Like, you get, even longer if you're, doing the side content in each of the volumes. Ah, here we go. People talking about the M2D. M2D is, the in-universe, like, VR headset, that people like to play the world with. And keep in mind, this is like a 2006, interpretation of what a VR headset would be like, and it's actually, like, not that far off in terms of how it looks. Google Glasses, basically.
Oh.
No, because unlike Google Glasses, in universe, the M2D is actually successful. Like, remember when people thought that Google Glasses were gonna be the next big thing, and then it just kind of came out and no one gave a shit about it?
Yeah.
Like, it was real popular with Dragon Ball Z fans, because they were like, oh my god, it's a real-life scouter. And that ended up being a big nothing burger, and like Google is known to do, they abandoned it.
Oh boy.
Here's our first piece of art that we can get. It's, this guy's, avatar. Hello, my name Masaru from Kyoto. I'm student. Right now I study English, so I log into US server. I enjoy make many American friends. I am grateful for your bulletin board. Thank you for having me. I feel like that's something that was kind of lost in translation, because he's I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not fluent enough in Japanese to be able to read it in Japanese and see what the original intent of the joke is, but that comes across as something where, like, it was lost in translation.
Yeah.
Here's another piece of art we can use as a wallpaper. See, that's the cool thing about browsing the forums, is finding all the different art. And it looks like art that people would actually draw.
Nice.
Because it's all different styles depending on who's drawing it. I'm guessing the guy was American on Japanese forums. Maybe. Well, yeah, it could be. Either that or like, she spoke in like broken English. In the, I don't know, I'd have to look into it. That's something for me to look into now. Ah yes, and there we go, first glimpse of the Chim Chims. They're adorable and fun to kick.
Oh, jeez.
You have to kick them. It's a game mechanic.
Oh, jeez.
There's some fan art of Haseo.
Oh, nice.
I hate the Chim Chims, but I love the limit is like 999 in the re-release. Yeah, they upped the limit of how many Chim spheres you can carry from from kicking the Chim Chims in the remaster, which encourages you to go around kicking them even more. Here we go, someone talking about playing Chim soccer. Using the Chim Chims as soccer balls.
Oh, jeez. Well, somebody please think of the Chim Chims.
Oh, that's a nice piece of art. What's cool is that you can tell from the brush textures used that rather than like everything being digital art like it would be nowadays, a lot of this is hand-drawn. Or like something like this is clearly drawn in something like MS Paint.
Nice. Oh, yep.
Chim soccer would be something fun to have with chibi characters and all. This should have been a thing. I agree. I wonder if the art was made by the art team or a contest. I'll have to look into that as well. There's a lot of stuff about the development of .hack GU that I'm not aware of. And you know I like to find my development history facts. We got the news site. Online Jack is a series of investigative reports that help give us an idea of what's going on in the real world. Hosted by Salvador Aihara.
This is Salvador Aihara's Online Jack.
Hello, Darren Norris.
We investigate the hottest controversies in today's news. The in-your-face, hard-hitting show. Welcome.
Damn it, Knockout!
Okay, get ready, all you netizens out there. Today's Jack target is Doll Syndrome. Have you heard of it? It's the mystery illness that's spreading like wildfire among grade schoolers. It causes verbal and mental...
They put this much detail into the game and Western outlets still gave it like 5s and 10s and whatnot. Yeah, because Western outlets at the time were very prejudiced against Japanese games. Just look at X-Play. The only ones they gave a pass were, like, Resident Evil, you know, more Western-focused Japanese games, and, Nintendo stuff.
Tell us the cause is endocrine-disrupting chemicals, but what I want to showcase here is this book. Internet games are turning our kids into dolls. A warning about doll syndrome.
Bullshit.
Taichiro Sugai, a professor from Takayama University, wrote the book and lives here. According to his book, doll syndrome's root cause is none other than online games. Online games, famous games such as The World, perhaps. I love them too.
Like, to be fair, one of the things it was criticized for back in the day was selling a single story in 3 installments. But then you think about, like, oh, it was just doing the episodic gaming format like a decade before that became popular.
Upon our society, if the professor feels that way, then let's see what he has to say. Let us begin the interview.
Let us begin the interview.
What do you want? You know how late it is?
Hey there, I'm the host of Online Jack, Salvador Aihara. I have a few questions about your book.
Xenosaga did it too, but honestly, Hack did it better. I need to play Xenosaga. I've got the first game, and I've got ways of playing the second and third.
Professor Sugai, we want to talk to you.
You've just come to make fun of my book, haven't you?
I also need to play Xenogears and Xenoblade. Just all the Xeno games. I know they're not technically part of one series, but they share, like, developers in common and overarching stuff. Like, sort of like design motifs in common. To my understanding.
Well, then prove to us that your sources are credible. If you do, we won't bother you anymore, Professor.
Oh! Give me a break. Who would believe you? And another thing, I'm an associate.
Start with Xenogears, gotcha.
Well, we were turned down by Associate Professor Sugai, but to follow our own independent research...
Yeah, I need to play any of the Star Ocean games, because I know Kier's really into them.
This is the elementary school where Associate Professor Sugai was conducting his study on Doll Syndrome. Is a killer disease stalking the children of this ordinary...
And Xenogears does technically share a timeline with Xenosaga. Interesting.
Hey there, boys and girls. There's no need to fear. Salvador Aihara is here.
Who are you? We're in the middle of class.
Oh, what is this vision of loveliness that graces our presence? Hello, senorita. You and I can save the world together. Viva Salvador!
Out of here, you creep!
Here we are in the teacher's lounge. I haven't been to one of these since the days when I used to peep under girls' skirts.
Oh, jeez, dude.
You need to get permission first.
But the whole purpose of the show is it's undercover.
You entertainment people have no decency.
You're so beautiful when you're angry.
Stop that. What are you investigating?
Salvador, people need a,
Fourth grade class 1.
I think Salvador Aihara here needs to be in prison.
Yep. Agreed.
Aihara would get canceled so hard today. Nah, see, he would just do it he would just do his investigative reporting on, like, Kick or something. Anyways, let's check out the world. Like I said, there's so much side stuff in here. Oh god, we got the official forums and the official site too. No, I can't keep getting sidetracked this early into the game. That's for later in the game.
Ooh, pizza candy. Ooh, pizza candy. Ooh, pizza candy.
Too many forums, agreed. And not in a bad way.
Why is my equipment different? What the? I'm back at level 1? What about my items? My member list? My equipment? Gone. It's all gone. My whole character has been completely reformatted.
Hey, did you see that guy just now? With the really weird arm? Totally.
Arm? Ovan? He would know something about this.
It's only one thing you'll come to learn through the .hack to You trilogy is it's always something to do with either Ovan or Sakaki.
Hey, do you know what that guy's job was? I don't think I've seen a design like that.
I didn't look that closely.
I saw him head towards the harbor. Maybe I'll go get a closer look.
Ouch.
One of the quality of life improvements they made that's really good is your running speed is increased in the towns, so it doesn't take as long to get from place to place. Like, genuinely, like, I love playing the PS2 versions just, you know, to see how they were originally presented, but the better experience is the remaster.
Really hot.
Really? I thought he looked kinda creepy. So, you like guys that look like Matt?
Where'd he go?
I think he went down that alley.
Hello again, Steve Bloom. Like I said, you're gonna hear Steve Bloom all over the place. Sorry, I said his name wrong. Steve motherfucking Bloom. Oh, and another thing they improved in the remaster, which we haven't gotten to yet, is your motorcycle handles a lot better.
Pathetically weak.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Fighting those noobs is making us all rusty.
That rogue that we fought the last time? He really wasn't that bad.
You mean we're going after him next?
Hell yeah. There is no way in hell I can back down after what happened last time.
Yes, ma'am.
Nowadays, he would just say, yes, mommy.
Wait, what the heck are you hiding for? Why do I have to hide from bastards like them? It's pathetic.
For the record, that woman's name is Bordeaux.
You're kidding! What the hell's going on?
Yes, heavy metal chocobo, but I'm not allowed to say that word as a streamer, because it's against TOS for bullshit reasons.
Gaspard, are you okay?
Gaspard. Love his design, hate his voice.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, are you a new player?
You're a noob? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I guess I must have scared you, huh?
Hell no, I'm not a noob. I'm the terror of death.
Terror of what?
What? Wait, are you talking about the famous PKK?
Sorry, wasn't aware. You can say it in chat. I'm just not allowed to say it out loud.
I knew I'd heard about him somewhere before. But I'm pretty sure the player's name was Haseo.
Are you sure?
Gaspard, don't you gaslight me now.
Hey, look. It's me. I'm the real PKK Haseo.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to gain more levels before you can say anything like that.
What? Hey.
If you're a noob, we'll be happy to teach you the basics of this game.
Actually, Syllabus and I are part of the Noob Support Guild called Canard.
Noob Support Guild?
It's a guild that teaches noobs all they need to know to become top players.
We're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh yeah, I need to give you our member addresses first. Here.
Was he like 10 years old in IRL? I don't know much about, like... Okay, so Kier says Gaspar's like 14. Like, Haseo, I believe, is like 16? Which makes it kind of weird that one of the characters you can in the so very limited romance system that .hack GU has, you can romance someone that's 24 when he's 16. 17. Either way, you can romance someone who's 7 years older than him while he's still in high school.
I was listening.
You were? Really?
Yes, really. Anyway, come on. You're gonna teach me the basics, right? So hurry up and let's move on to the next lesson.
Okay, then let's go to an area.
Now, invite us into your party.
I mean, Dot Hack did it before Persona 5. I haven't played Persona 5, but I'm not surprised at all. Persona 3 did that as well. And in Persona 3, that also involved an MMO. Haseo's name is Riel Misaki, and one of the things that you miss from IMOQ not being remastered and re-released before GU is that the character that the character that is behind Haseo is also in IMOQ as a different character in the old version of the world. Shira, yes.
Okay, well then, a good area for a new...
Like, there's a surprising amount of returning characters from IMOQ as new player characters in the World Revision 2 that you just miss out on if, one, you haven't played IMOQ, and two, if you don't, like, know what the names of the players' IRL names are. Technically Sign? Okay, so it was Sign. I haven't seen Sign. I haven't seen, like, most of the anime because there's so many Dot Hack anime and manga. But I know Sign is one that people like. I want to see Sign just so I can see context for Balmung saying, "This shindig looks like the bomb diggity." I also want to cosplay Balmung.
Attention! Bringing one noob to the dungeon! Repeat!
Shut up, Gaspard.
Dungeon.
Manga might be lost. I don't think so. There's probably scans of it online.
Right? I can understand you wanting to roleplay something like that, but I'm not really sure if you should do Terror of Death, you know?
Oh, your copy of the manga might be lost. Okay.
And it'll definitely be rough for you.
Hey, just shut up and listen.
I think I just took psychic damage from what, Gaspard's voice, or this shindig looks like the bomb diggity.
And when you logged in, your level went down from 132 to
It's funnier it's funny out of context. And it's probably funny in context too, because if you know anything about Balmung, he's not the kind of character to use slang like that. He's like a very overly serious dude.
Oh, I get it. That's some really complicated character background.
It's not role-playing.
Don't be embarrassed.
Oh, jeez.
We'll accept your character concept.
Just relax and come with us.
Will you please listen to me already?
No!
I also think on the Liminality disc on the extra content, you get to see them have an offline meetup, but there's it's their character game faces, which is kind of cute. I forgot about Liminality. Okay, Liminality was an OVA series where each episode came bundled with each part of the original quadrilogy.
The skill trigger.
I already know about that.
So, like, it was a side story that crossed over into the events of the original games and mostly focused on stuff that was happening in the real world.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, come on, Haseo. Let's go fight the
Like I said, this is a big multimedia franchise where you need to watch anime, read manga, read light novels, and play games in order to get the entire story. But unlike a lot of other examples of it, you're not missing out on, like, crucial plot details to understand what the fuck's going on. You're just missing out on, like, ways that different characters are connected in ways that you wouldn't know about otherwise.
So kind of like Bionicle then.
Yeah. It's not something like Blaze Blue, where you need to look at a whole bunch of tie-in media that's not legally available outside Japan in order to understand the story that you're supposed to be engrossed in.
Okay.
I get you.
I say that as a Blaze Blue fan. More like Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I would say it's like Final Fantasy VII where like you get a lot of extra context for the main story by checking out the spin-offs and tie-ins. But if you just play the main story, you'll still get the general gist of the story.
Okay.
Good luck mastering it.
Go, Haseo!
Stop treating me like a noob.
But hey, you are a noob.
Okay, let's keep going.
Do you people ever listen?
The answer to that is something you're not gonna like, Haseo. Also, as someone whose old username for like over a decade was Haseo, it feels weird hearing the name Haseo without it referring to me.
Now that you know how to use this
Yeah.
trigger, let's learn about Rengeki.
I already know about.
Okay, then let's go and fight them.
I'll tell you the timing to execute it, so make sure you use it.
Listen to me, damn it.
Don't worry, we're listening all right.
Yeah, right.
Not good.
Okay, not a non-spoiler question for, to increase viewer engagement here. And also comment this on the youtube.com/Lord Arikado VOD upload of this. Who's your .heck GU waifu or husbando? And why? Without giving spoiler plot-related reasons, I'll just say, there are two characters I'm not okay for, and they are Pi and Tabby.
Wow, way to go, Haseo! Nice! I was so bad when I was a noob. Good job!
I was so bad when I was a noob.
Yeah, no one would think you're a noob.
Red-haired tsundere? Oh, Arcade. So, both of you like Arcade. Interesting.
Come on, let's keep going!
Are you even hearing anything I'm saying to you?
Nope.
Do you have corn in your ears, mister? Yeah, Arcade's a very good option. I'm just not that into tsunderes.
Do you know about Awakening?
No, I don't.
Anybody else doesn't matter, sorry not sorry. You're entitled to your own take on that. I'm not even gonna say my usual thing of you're entitled to your wrong opinion, because when it comes to waifu choices, as long as you're not going for, the child characters,
So, what is this?
it's perfectly valid. And as long as your husbando is not Sakaki. Sakaki is the only one you're not allowed to like.
Do you want to give it a shot? It's a lot easier to understand it if you're in battle.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. I'm gonna do my best.
Hey, I agreed.
Also Entrance, because you know I bat right and left. Oh yeah, Entrance would be husbando for me. He's very loyal.
Let's do
And he's got that whole femboy energy going on.
Is a state when a special kind of power has been activated. You can use it when the morale.
And he's got, like, just such a sexy voice. I can, like, when I don't have my voice changer on, I can do a damn good impression of Entrance.
Here it comes. Okay, I'll do what I can.
So this is Awakening. Specifically, this is a Beast Awakening, which you can do when your morale meter is full. Beast Awakening increases your party's attack power until the meter empties.
I love using this technique.
You just got one step closer to becoming the terror of death.
The enemies get stronger as we go deeper. So let's kick some butt and get you level.
It also helps that Entrance has one of the best designs in the Dot Hack GU series, in the entire Dot Hack franchise. You know, I like anyone who knows me knows I like my long-haired pretty boys. Especially with silver hair, holy shit. Oh, there's some Chim Chims we can kick. And there's a King Chim Chim. Well, not king, just a bigger Chim Chim. Kings are a different kind. And they only show up in specific areas. But yeah, you kick them, and you get Chim Spheres. You need Chim Spheres to power different devices in the dungeons. Like, for example, this door. It needs 5 Chim Spheres. I have 15, so I can open it.
Nice.
My headcanon is me, Kate, and Entrance a poly relationship. I'm not a poly guy. Look, I'm not poly myself, but I could be poly with the right people. You get my drift? Like, with the right people, and if all of them consented to it, then... And, you know, there was a level of trust between all parties involved. I could be poly, but I'm not... I don't identify as, like, primarily polyamorous. Like, the big thing about poly relationships is that you need to have a really strong level of trust and understanding with each other. And you also have to be able to commit to multiple relationships at once rather than just one. And that means not just, you know, committing, that doesn't just mean, like, you know, being exclusive to each other and not dating outside of your specific polycule, unless it's an open polycule, but it also means, you know, putting the time and effort into maintaining and advancing those relationships. Basically, I have a lot of respect for people that can keep those up and where all parties involved are happy. I've never been in a poly relationship, but that's why, like, I don't identify as polys, because, like, I can barely manage one. I don't think I'm quite at the point in my life where I could dedicate myself to multiple people like that. But I've known poly people before.
Don't cry later!
Yeah, there's a lot of respect for boundaries involved in those kind of well, in any kind of relationship, but especially in those. Because a lot of people that look down on polyamorous relationships look at that and they think, like, oh, it's just like an orgy. When no, it's not. It's not.
It's not that, no.
Oh boy, you see that treasure chest that's shaking?
Yep.
That means it's trapped.
Oh shit.
And when you open a trapped treasure chest, you have to enter a quick time event sequence, or I take damage and not get the item.
Ooh. Oh boy.
So we're gonna do it! It's got guns inside of it. Who designed it? Jigsaw? We know that Jigsaw's a fan of hooking shotguns up to stuff as a trap.
Yeah.
Damage or status ailment. Yeah, some of them are status ailments. Usually it's damage because usually it's a gun trap. And I just got a, oh, I'm not the right level to, equip that. Damn.
Oh. Oh.
See, level fail. So, I am level 2. So I need 2 more levels to use that. I think later status with damage. Oh, speaking of status with damage, you can equip different, status and boost effects to any weapon in this game. It's the easiest way to break the challenge in half. You can also equip status and boosts and stuff like that to your armor. So you can do stuff like, oh, I wear this armor and now I'm immune to being paralyzed and poisoned.
Nice.
And it's not like you need a specific piece of armor. You can do that to any piece of armor if you have the right materials. You need the guild, I think, level 2. Yeah, that's a mechanic that gets introduced a while later. In Volume 1 is, like, running your guild, where, it has a lot of mechanics to it that are pretty cool.
Hey, do you guys know anything about Tri-Edge?
Tri-Edge? No, what's that? Some kind of event monster or something?
It's the screen name of a PK.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
Oh boy, there's the beast statue. I hope nothing fucky happens.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law in the world's backstory, but we just call it the Beast statue.
And there is the treasure offering. See? Go on and open it, Haseo.
All right. Come on, big money, no whammies. Oh, I got a sword I can't even use, but Syllabus can use it.
Hey, little Haseo. Been a while, huh?
There.
Straight up camera full of ass and legs.
What? Who are these guys?
Famous player killers. What the? Not now.
Well, looks like you haven't been keeping up since the last time we met. It took me a little while to recognize.
What ass? Okay. Clearly she's more front-loaded than back-loaded, but there are people that like small booty.
Terror of death?
How amazing.
Cobalt, you think Bordeaux is mommy? Just wait until we meet Pi, who it should be here any minute now.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, right, moron. Give me a break.
Too toxic for me, sorry. I agree.
This email. So I decided to come and have some fun. Now, what should we play? Well, for starters, how about I love you to death?
I don't really know.
Okay, so if Alcade is the tsundere, Bordeaux would be the yandere.
He got in my way.
happening?
Haseo! Run!
Are you scared? Man, I just love that expression.
Here, coincidentally, my first girlfriend was like that too.
Wait a minute. What the? Something is starting to... It's growing.
Hold it.
Don't take that out of context. I know what you guys are like. Pie! This is the real Monty.
You got
Oh, hello.
You're having fun.
I've seen the outfit, and now I know where that came from.
You want to be killed too?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Monty, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Monty, sorry. Mommy?
Mommy?
Yes, it is indeed growing.
Moontree? I can't believe it. You tipped them off, you bitch.
Maybe I did.
Hey! What are we gonna do?
It helps that IRL she's also an office lady. So, if you have an office lady kink, then that's an extra thing that makes her better.
What a silly girl. Don't you realize that I just saved you?
Yeah. Thanks a lot for saving us.
You're Haseo.
I don't recall telling anyone like you my name.
You're an unruly child, just like I heard you were.
What are you, a groupie?
Nice try, but I'm not interested in brats.
Well, I'm glad. Because I don't have any interest.
I believe she should be 25 years old. She's like 24 to 26, if I remember correctly.
An old person like you would use such an outdated phrase like unruly child.
Damn brat.
Listen, hags are a thing that people are starting to realize are really good in recent years.
I'll come back another time.
As you wish.
Let me just give you one warning. Haseo, your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
Dangerous power?
Have you ever had the feeling like there was something strange growing inside your character?
Yes, as soon as you walked in.
Trying to get out.
24.
Well,
I was right.
I'll see you again.
Phew! Oh man, that was pretty scary.
That's right, her birthday was December 24th. I saw that from this DieHack fan site that follows me on Blue Sky.
Wow. Okay, so I didn't really get all of that, but basically, your character has some really messed up data, right?
What?
Oh, so she is
Well then
like almost a year younger than me.
recreate your character for you.
It's not normal to go from level
Okay, so I'm older than her.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's definitely not normal, but... I guess you could say my enemy's not normal either.
enemy.
If that dangerous power, or whatever she was talking about, can help, then I've got no choice but to keep using this character.
That sounds pretty serious to me. Oh well, anyway, good luck.
You know what? Come to think of it, didn't that lady say that she had already called the Moontree Guild?
That was just a bluff.
She lied?
No, not a lie exactly. That old hag just never said she had actually called them.
A bluff, huh? She's quite the strategist. What's wrong?
What are we doing wasting our time? I mean, what if those player killers come back here?
Yeah, good point. Let's hurry back to town.
Okay, but like, hear me out on something really stupid that just popped into my head, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What if we were to, do a fan dub? And like, by fan dub, I mean we only redub one character. And it's just making Gaspard sound like Scooby-Doo.
That's right. You
Scooby-Doo!
PKers after
I mean, he's basically halfway there already.
Yeah, I think Kier would be perfect for that role, honestly, because I think he could do a better Scooby-Doo voice than I can.
includes help.
He can do a good Shaggy.
Moontree.
Okay, so we make Syllabus Shaggy, and we make Gaspard Scooby-Doo, and keep everything else that's the original audio.
I'd rather be than be protected by all those lecturing loudmouths. Seriously, who makes a charity group in a game?
Haseo.
What's wrong?
Okay, time for more engagement farming. What do you guys think of Adelie? And like, do you like her or not? I am of the opinion of I do not like Adelie.
She's cute, but I don't really know too much about her to...
I mean, for the people that have played the series.
Oh, I see. Okay, my mistake.
More enjoyable place. We just want to reach an understanding with everyone. I mean, doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect those feelings. But everyone likes to make fun of us, saying we're just some charity group or some cult.
I think she is endearing.
Together with everyone else.
We got one that thinks she's annoying and one that thinks she's endearing. The duality of man.
You...
OMG, my arms are flailing. Help. Are you doing the Kermit thing?
Huh?
I must do everything within my power to explain Moontree to you. I want you to better understand who we really are.
Wait, don't I get a say in this? Hey.
Yes?
So, how did you even recognize me anyway? I mean, I don't look anything like I used to before.
Well, I guess it's because you're still you.
Huh?
How'd she know that?
It's true that I didn't recognize you at first, but soon after that, I realized it was you. Oh.
I won't say take Sakubo with her, but like, if she could only take Saku and not Bo. If that were at all possible.
Was she a member of Moontree?
Bo is great. Saku is horrible.
If you're friends with a Moontree member, the PKers are bound to leave you alone.
Man. Even though she's got the same face and everything, she's definitely not Shino.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
I asked that question not only for, you know, obvious engagement bait, but also because I know that Adelie's a very divisive character in .hack GU. Especially since she's sort of set up as like the main girl for Haseo throughout this trilogy, even though like nothing 100% concrete happens due to the fact that they introduce like the ability to straight up marry any character you want.
What was that about? And
Unless it's well, the only characters you can't marry are the male party members. Instead, you get a best friends forever thing with them. Welcome back, Lulu. But what's funny is you can romance, actually no, I'm not gonna get into that because that's spoilers. I was about to spoil something really big. And here I am trying to keep other people from spoiling stuff.
Shame.
By the way, you do have to read the stuff, parts of the stuff on the official The World website for a quest later on that is mandatory for story progression. So there is a reason to read the in-game lore.
Okay.
The Medic Union. I love the Medic Union, especially with the context that you get from watching .hack Roots. The Medic Union are basically, they randomly appear in fields and dungeons, and they'll give you a free heal. You didn't go in that far. Basically, like, the context that, .hack Roots adds is that, Tabby was the founder of the Medic Union. Which gives me another reason to love Tabby. But sadly, we won't get to Tabby until the post-game of Volume 3. Oh, we got a, fortune reading. Give me a sec. I just need to see if there's any keywords I could get in there. Nope. But that is a thing. The dark guy PK'd me. That is a thing. Basically a super boss you can fight at any point in the story, and its level scales with you. And not only that, not only does its level scale with you, you get the most powerful weapon in the game for defeating it.
Nice.
All right, one sec while I get the fortune card set up. Mostly scales level 50 cap in the first game. I don't remember the cap in the others. Right. But, like, the fact that it scales with you means that there's a benefit to fighting this super boss early on if you have the, if you know what you're doing to, be able to defeat it at a low level. And, yeah, another cool thing about the .hack series, for those that haven't played it, is you can import your character from each volume into the next one, and it'll carry over. It's more in-depth than, Mass Effect is, because it carries over your inventory and skills as well. And, the exact level that you were at. Alright, let's, Wait, first I'm gonna switch over here. I'm probably gonna have to hide myself again. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to hide myself again. Put that away. No free feet pics for you guys. Alright, Lulu. Do you want a 3-card reading, 6-card reading, or 7-card reading? How the hell did Mass Effect manage to not carry over your inventory? Because each game, like, from 1 to 2, they completely changed how inventory and basically the entire game mechanics work. So feasibly, that wouldn't work to carry over your inventory. 3-card reading, simple enough. Alright, let's shuffle the cards and see me fail miserably at shuffling. I did better that time. I spoke too soon.
Buffalo. Whatever the hell that means.
The boss is pretty easy, TDH. Yeah, that's why it's a genuinely good strat to go after the super boss as early as you can. Like, part of the reason I love .hack GU. As someone who's put the time into playing both the original releases and the remasters, is finding new ways to break it. Not breaking progression, just breaking the challenge. And seeing how early you can do that.
I'm gonna mute myself for a bit because I'm gonna be cutting out some cardboard and I don't want that noise to be caught over the camera, caught over the mic.
Gotcha. Alright, that should be a good enough shuffle for now. So you want a 3-card reading? Ah! Fuck, dropped it.
Oh, what'd you drop it for?
Because it was hot and you're supposed to drop it like it's hot. Anyways, yes, I got sloppy. I don't know how that's gonna come through on the voice changer. I'm gonna lay down cards. You tell me 3 times when you want me to stop, and those will be your 3 cards. Drop 1. That'll do. I am getting sloppy today. So Lulu, tell me when you want me to stop, and do that 3 times as I'm laying down these cards. Alright, so that's your first card. I like that you're being generous to me and having me do a 3-card reading, because I have a very poor layout here for bigger readings. So tell me to stop 2 more times when you want me to stop. Keep in mind there is, an inbuilt Twitch delay. You want a 30-card reading? There's only options for 3, 6, or 7 in the book. I don't know how a 30-card reading would work. Okay, so this one will be the second. Now, one more time. You're really going far down in the deck, aren't you, Lulu? Okay. Your last card. If I can get it unstuck. These are beautiful cards, but they love to stick to each other. I think they just got a lot of static. I need to keep them away from any PC hardware stuff. Which is why I'm laying them on my laptop, of course. Sorry, my TV thought I was trying to do a voice search. And I hate that feature, and I wish I could turn it off. Okay, so these are your 3 cards. The first one is going to be your past. The second one is going to be your present. And the third one is going to be your future. Your question was, will I be rich? And keep in mind, the fortunes don't just straight up tell you what your future is going to be. It's more so an idea of what could happen if you keep going down the path that you're on. Your first card is the 3 of Rings inverted. or dark draw, as they call it in this book. Okay, so a dark draw, 3 of rings. Your team is falling apart. Nobody is cooperating and everything is disorganized. The problem may be simple disorganization, or there could be friction between teammates. Either way, this draw is flagging itself for your attention. So that is your past. Your present is the Phantom, and I believe that's a hero draw. That's the second reading arrow where we've gotten the Phantom. Alright, the Phantom hero draw is, things aren't what they seem. You're not getting the full picture, which might be because of the situation, or because someone doesn't want you to know the full truth. You're not going to get all the answers directly. Trust in your intuition and listen to your heart. And for your future, the Statue Savior in hero draw. You've got this. With some patience, planning, and a bit of luck, it'll all turn out okay in the end. Trust in yourself and your personal network. They'll be there for you, and I know you'll be there for them. You'll all have a lot to look forward to. So, with those 3, that is, your path forward if you continue to do things the way that you're doing towards, being rich. Keep in mind, the future is not set in stone. It can always be changed. Unless you're going by Terminator logic, in which case, it both can and cannot be changed at the same time, depending on who's writing the movie. And for those that haven't seen it, this is the official Amy Rose's fortune card deck. Thanks again to Kier for getting that for me for Christmas. It's been a fun thing to have as redeems. But let's get back on over here. You're welcome for the reading, Lulu. I'm thinking about, having, like, a rule that you can request a fortune reading as well, not just through channel points, but through bits, but it needs to be, like, a certain amount of bits to make sure I don't get people spamming them.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 area codes. And some new area words. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do, a little bit more of this, like, forum exploration, and then I'll call it a night. Because I need to start, getting back into a regular sleep schedule for when I get start classes again on Wednesday. My class is in the afternoon, but still, I don't want to get too cocky.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, can't be too careful.
I feel that. I'm glad someone else understands, you know, gamer hours. Let's see what Pi has to say. Remember this. This is basically a repeat of what we went over before, but don't forget, your character hides a very dangerous power, and we are the only ones who are capable of controlling that power. I'm gonna respond with who are you? Just who are you anyway, lady? Do you not get how cryptic you sound? I like that Haseo and Pi are basically tsundere towards each other. Gaspard says, "So you really were the terror of death. I was so surprised. I wonder how many times I've been PK'd by now, lol. Apparently, beast race characters are really easy targets. Something like I don't feel bad about killing it because it's just a dumb animal, frowny face. If there's anything Syllabus or I can do to help, just let us know. If you find out anything about triads, let me know." Syllabus says, "Thanks for adventuring together with me. I never would have thought you were the real terror of death. I've heard a lot about you. This was the 4th time I've been targeted by PKers. I'm just glad I didn't actually die this time. ROTFL. So, what are you going to do now? It must be really rough having to start from scratch again." I want to know what he's heard about me. Syllabus also, invite me to go on a quest. And each person in your contacts list, which is basically potential party members, has their own profile right here. Adelie loves small birds, enjoys chatting with Moontree members. Nice to meet you. Syllabus, want a new cell phone? A G-Power 9 graphics card? I feel you on that, my brother. And advanced M2D. I got your back. Smiley face. You can tell this is from the mid-2000s because they're not using emojis.
Yeah.
Gaspard, favorite thing? Napping. Favorite food? Paella. Hate? Avocado? Natto. Haseo, play with me. And the heart that you see represents your current connection to them, like your relationship level. There's gameplay benefits for doing this outside of the marriage side quest in Volume 3. It also makes them work better as party members with you. Let's see if we got any new news featuring Salvador. Nah, nothing new there. The World Revision 2 breaks the 12 million player mark. That's actually impressive. Especially for a Japanese RPG. New space station nearing completion.
With the participation of Japan and many other countries, the International Space Station, slated for...
You use letters that you get in games so you can also increase it. Right.
As large as a soccer stadium, this fully manned facility will be used for various types of research in a deep space environment.
And then they'll form their land space police, called the Police Knots. Wait, I'm thinking of a different, cult classic game. Nation unified on citizen numbering system. The Administration Relations Bill has been passed with a majority vote. With this, the digitization of our government approaches its final stages. Starting this month, all local servers managed by regional governments will be frozen, and all the various ID rules used by self-governing bodies will be unified to federal government specifications. In addition, it will become required for all governing bodies to adopt the numbering system, and for all citizens to wear their own number at all times for administrative purposes. The system, introduced to speed up government processes by conducting them online, is already being used in online banking, shopping, and other sites. By using a receiver placed in one's home, all Japanese citizens will be able to use their cell phones or mobile computers to access a variety of services from anywhere in the country. They really cooked making the IRL news. Yeah, it sounds like actual news stories that you might see. Yet in spite of the incredible conveniences we have today, the system has met with severe opposition. Recently, the Independent Japan Party won many seats in the lower house of the Diet because of their popular position to abandon the bill altogether. Calls for apolitical parties to discuss this bill are still continuing, and the problem has attracted a lot of media attention. Mr. Koji, chief editor of the weekly magazine NetWatcher, had this to say: "It is true that this system will make things very convenient. When you compare the time when the bill was first approved to now, encryption technology has made huge leaps. The NAB, Network Administration Bureau, has been established, and some semblance of order has been brought to the internet. There are far fewer data leaks, and at first glance it would appear there are no problems whatsoever. However, take a moment to think. In exchange for IT advancements and a more convenient lifestyle, we have been reduced to being identified by 15-digit combination. This is no different from the ear tags placed on cows and horses to tell them apart. It's no wonder the people are so opposed to this degrading system. Despite all of this, the system has made it through the legal process and will soon be a part of our lives. Will there ever come a day when we'll welcome it?"
Nope.
And thus, the Sons of the Patriot system was launched, and the war economy began.
Online Administration Act received a majority vote of the ruling party, meaning the adoption of the citizen numbering system seems to be inevitable.
Seriously, they made anime cutscenes for this when it could have just been slideshows. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's all just optional stuff that you can skip.
Nice.
Games to blame for juvenile delinquency? I'm a hero. These are the words written on a sketchbook found in a young boy's school bag. The recent outbreak of juvenile delinquency is said to be the effect of video games, according to experts. Games have far better graphics compared to novels and comics. Yes, they have better graphics than novels because they have graphics. And no, graphic novels don't count because those are comics. And they listed comics separately on here. And games are interactive. It is easy for children to see themselves as the protagonist of their favorite games. This is a dangerous phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
For example, what would happen if a child were to play an extreme action game and began to believe he was the game's main character? He could possibly act in real life the same way he could in the game. It frightens me just thinking about the consequences of that. There are several cases of parents, both game-influenced assailants and their victims, suing game companies claiming they are responsible for making their children into criminals, or somehow responsible for their child's death. This is all stuff that you would see in the news in the 2000s when Jack Thompson was still rallying to have Grand Theft Auto banned every time that, a school shooting happened.
Oh, jeez.
However, the game companies respond by saying, "We have implemented a perfectly good rating system for our games, and no one is allowed to buy them without proper identification." Perhaps the ones who are truly to blame are the parents who allowed their children to buy such games. Yes, that is the correct answer. Well, Jack Thompson's not still in the news today, but that stuff still happens in the news today. Every time some sort of youth, some young person does a horrible crime, video games always come up in the discussion because they're an easy thing to scapegoat. Even though multiple studies, time and time again, have proven that there's no connection. A friend of one of the victims had this to say: "You can't just blame the problem on one thing. It's more complex than that. Everyone has to share the blame. Game makers, parents, and even myself are no exception. We should all realize this and stop this pointless arguing. After all, it's not like arguing will help bring back what was lost." Video games are rap music. Oh, you'll be happy to hear that Jack Thompson, the anti-Grand Theft Auto guy from the 2000s, before he hopped on the video games cause violence bandwagon, his original grift was talking about how rap music causes violence. So he was always on the wrong side of history. And because he kept on filing so many frivolous lawsuits that always failed in court, he was disbarred and is no longer allowed to practice law. There's the M2D. See, it's like a Cyclops visor, but it's a VR headset. Features a standard 1280 by 1024. Oh, so it's 4:3, I guess. No, that's a God, I don't know my aspect ratios. It's an HD resolution, but I don't think it's like quite up to a normal standard. It's more of a CRT resolution than it would be on an LCD nowadays. And it costs $420, so you can smoke weed every day in the virtual world.
Play your world. For business or for entertainment, the new M2D Micro Monocle display now on sale. Once you're freed from your mobile, the net opens up.
I know that voice. Oh god, what's his name? Why is it Sam Riegel? That's who that
Yeah, Sam Riegel.
It's actually Regal. I've heard him pronounce it Regal.
Well, I heard it pronounced differently by Derek Stephen Prince, so I'm going by how I heard it pronounced.
That's fair, but I've actually heard from...
I haven't met him myself, so I'll have to ask him.
I mean, I've just heard it say it in an interview, but again, that's just what I've heard.
I don't know. I don't know enough about him. I'm not a big enough fan of him to know that.
That's fair.
Anyway. Advanced supersonic travel. Fun fact, we almost had supersonic, airplane flights for, regular travel. But, the plane model that was supposed to be used was almost immediately discontinued after one of its maiden voyages because it crashed and killed all of the people on board.
Yeah, boy.
It was called the Concorde, which goes on to a joke that people have been making about that Concorde game, about how anything with the name Concorde or a variation of Concorde, like the ocean liner, the Concordia, is just doomed to be a disaster.
Yep.
The supersonic passenger jet ASST, which can attain speeds of over Mach 3, has been officially commissioned. As a result, the amount of time it takes to fly from Tokyo to New York has been shortened from 14 hours to just 4 hours.
The only safe Concorde is Concorde grapes. Just wait until they find something dangerous about them too. The current price of a one-way New York to Tokyo ticket is $30,000. A round trip is double that. Oh, and they mentioned the Concorde. The only other thing I know about the Concorde is that it had a droop snoot. The snoot would droop.
In the old days, when people thought of an online junkie, they envisioned someone locked in their room, glued to their computer 24 hours a day. But today, due to radical improvements in mobile devices, network games can be enjoyed outside and have given rise to a whole new breed of online junkies.
See, death by gaming. In most cases, players die from heart failure due to extreme exhaustion after playing a game for over 30 hours straight. Amateur hours. Need to get those numbers up. Don't actually play video games for 30 hours straight. See, thing about... there's a screenshot of the old version 1, the world, title screen.
See it. Oh, nice.
Ubiquitous families surpass 70%. Let's see, Ubiquitous is a Latin word meaning present everywhere. It refers to the third generation of computers. The first generation was mainframe, one computer per household, and the second was the personal computer, one for each family member. In the current third generation, using a computer in daily life has become almost as natural as eating. We can connect to the internet without effort or even conscious thought anywhere, anytime. This was oddly prescient, given the modern state of the world. Whole new accounts are now managed by a personal home server. Okay, that part's not true. We are now able to watch over everything, from the contents of our refrigerator to the temperature of our bathtubs, programming TV shows onto our HD recorders, and even checking if our doors are properly locked from a terminal anywhere, including our cell phones. They were right about that. This was 2006. Furthermore, progress made in voice and handwriting recognition has opened up computers to a more active, flexible method of working, and users are no longer worried by a strict list of settings managed by a machine. Bullshit, it's 2025. I still can't get my phone to recognize half of the songs that I want to search while I'm driving, so I don't have to type stuff in and keep missing stuff and have to backspace and then type it again and miss it again, like accidentally hit the autofill thing, so I have to delete everything, and god damn it, I hate it. Let's see. CC Corp family's happy in new office. CC Corp, named after CyberConnect 2, the developers of the game. He might also know for the Ultimate Ninja Storm games and Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Made a name for themselves with .hack. And they're represented in-game as the developers of The World.
After having suffered a huge fire in 2015, CyberConnect Japan's new home office has now been completed. Subsequent investigations determined that a spark from electrical equipment led to the blaze 2 years earlier, resulting in multiple deaths and injuries.
Another accident at CC Corp. This feels like foreshadowing. Now that I'm actually looking at this side stuff, I'm noticing foreshadowing.
It was discovered that the 3 armed youths who were responsible for the recent school riot were devoted online gamers. Following this discovery, public criticism of online games increased sharply.
I'm sorry, how do 3 people carry that many weapons on them? They must really be pro gamers if they're able to stash that much in their inventory without being over-encumbered. No, they're using mods to remove encumbrance. World meeting on global warming. Oh god, this is either going to age great. This is either going to be very accurate or age horribly. Buy Japanese to play in Major League Baseball. See, I like that it's not just news about, the world, the video game. It's also news about what's going on in this, for lack of a better term, in the world.
Yeah.
Virtual academics officially begins. Starting this year, a private high school in the city will begin offering virtual academic courses. For the last 2 years, the school's been conducting VAC trials with physically disabled and hospitalized students. Okay, so online classes that you do in VR for high school rather than college. See, new GPS systems for cars. 50% of parents support microchips for children. You were talking about microchip bullshit earlier, Kieran. Here it is.
I think you might be right.
The chip costs $115 and a monthly fee of $10 is required to access and manage the database. What happens if you can't afford the subscription anymore? Do they just fry your child? Do they put your child into sleep mode and you can't unlock it until you pay the ransom fee?
No!
Player killers and players killed. Oh, it's about PKers. In the world.
Nice.
There's Asta from the opening. The girl from the opening.
Yep.
I don't see Iota in there, so they must have been working differently. Crimson versus Service Down. Yeah, that's the card battle game that unlocks later. Got so much to do, so little time. Let's see what's on Arikado. Oh, no posts in here. Oh, fan art of Haseo. Oh, done with a brush pad. Nice. I should learn how to add and model things to tabletop so we can have Crimson versus that fan art I used. I tend to use. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. But for now, we're going to change the wallpaper to we're gonna change it to this. Because fuck you.
That's why.
Would you believe me if I said that this piece of fan art was foreshadowing?
That I would not be surprised.
Alright, I should save so I don't forget and then lose all my progress. We've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. I need to get my iPad back over here. I keep forgetting to do that when I put the cards up. Alright. So... I forgot to turn off the camera. Oh. Wait, wrong boot. No, there. Yes! There we go! I know what I'm doing.
Do you now?
I fucked up on purpose. You see?
Uh-huh.
Let's see who we're gonna raid tonight. We're gonna raid MMO-the-Vamp, or MMO-the-Vamp, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. But, yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to, Heavy Metal Chocobo for keeping me company during, this stream. I love getting new viewers. Thank you to JKR for co-hosting with me tonight. I'll be back on Wednesday. Go give MMO-the-Vamp a warm welcome from me. And until next time, unpleasant dreams.
Well, the boys have caught us. We hope you like our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Good night, everybody.